Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today it looks like we've got more news and seemingly pretty much confirmation about that Mega Charizard X set, which is coming, and I am very happy about this. Over on Japanese Twitter this morning, it is being talked about, and this is making me happy. So, Ty Buppen over on Twitter has gone and shared this 26th of September, new Pokemon card information, September the 26th, Inferno X. And then more details will be summarized later. And I grant you, it's not a lot to be going on, but this is how the news cycle, this is how the machine works. For the Pokemon trading card game, this is what we always do. Now, this was quote tweeted, fairly interestingly, by somebody else. So over on Twitter, and it was actually the same person, I apologize, literally the same person. It says, the popular Charizard is now available in the Mega Series. Introducing the Mega Charizard X EX. Man, that's a bit awkward. A powerful Pokemon that is loved in games and anime. The popular Pokemon Charizard is joining the Mega Series. Its overwhelming power and popularity will attract a wide range of players, from casual to core fans. Oh yeah. They've heard something about the set. Now, look, the fact that it's got Mega Charizard X in, it's honestly one of the least surprising things ever. We talked about this when the trademarks were filed. We always talk about this when the trademarks are filed. And sometimes trademarks really don't give us very much at all. And it's just blind guessing as to what we're talking about. And other times it's really, really easy. So Mega Symphonia and Mega Break, maybe they would be a little bit awkward, except, well, we know that's Gardevoir and Lucario now, don't we? Like, we know that. Now we know that Mega Lucario and Mega Gardevoir are coming. That's kind of easy. White Flare and Black Bolt being Reshiram and Zekrom, I'm going to be honest with you, that was pretty obvious. A Glory of Team Rocket was another pretty obvious one. Night Wanderer? Bit less so. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. That one was a little bit less obvious. Night Wanderer, okay, it basically turned out to be a set themed around, like, poison and darkness Pokemon and all of that, but I don't think Night Wanderer necessarily screamed, hey, it's the loyal free. I just don't think that one was necessarily as obvious when you looked at the trademark. Some of these are very obvious. Some of them are really not very obvious. Yeah, Inferno X is about as obvious as you're ever going to see. We know we're in the Mega block now, yeah? Because we know that the next sets coming are Mega. We know essentially that the next Pokemon up are Mega Pokemon. We know this to be true. So, we know, in that regard, that we're going to have Mega sets for a while. So although it's called Inferno X, we know it's a Mega set. It kind of has to be a Mega set because we're going to be in the Mega block, right? Yeah. And like, we don't have many Mega X and Mega Y Pokemon. We've basically got Mega Charizard X, or we've got Mega Mewtwo X. And I'm going to go out on a limb that Inferno X, probably more Charizard X than Mewtwo X. If we're being honest here, right? Probably more likely to be that. So it's not particularly shocking news that we're getting a Charizard X set, and I don't know if we necessarily needed somebody to come out and tell us, oh no, this is going to be a Charizard X set, because come on, we knew it was going to be a Charizard X set. And yet, having that confirmation just makes me very, very happy. Plus, we've got a release date here of the 26th of September, which is cool, right? Because my birthday is the 29th of September, which is a Monday. And if you can pre-order stuff from Japan in the right place, it appears at your door, well, at least coming from like Amazon to the UK, for instance, it appears at your door on the Monday. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to order a box of this from Amazon. They do a lottery system. Although I've actually been picked a couple of times lately, yay, It's very much, well, it is a lottery system. But all I'm saying is, if I can get picked on the Amazon lottery or find somewhere else from Japan that will ship straight to the UK, I could have this set turning up at my door on my birthday, and that would make me very happy. Generally, things that release on a Friday that I pre-order from Amazon Japan arrive on the Monday, if they come straight to the UK and I don't have to use a forwarding service. So I'm just saying, there is a chance this arrives on my doorstep on my actual birthday, and that will make me very happy. Should we be excited about a Mega Charizard X set? Yes. Yeah, we should genuinely be legit excited about a Mega Charizard X set. And here's the thing. We generally get one Charizard set per block. So in the last block, we got ourselves one Charizard set. It was Ruler with a Black Flame if you take the Japanese name, or it was Obsidian Flames if you take the English name. Either is fine. My point is, we had our Charizard set. And what Pokemon did in that set was they turned around and went, no. Charizard should be broken. Charizard should be ridiculous. And when I went to Creatures in Worlds 2023, just before, I was lucky enough to visit Creatures when they make the Pokemon trading card game. And I was in a group interview with the director of the Pokemon trading card game, the person overall in charge of the Pokemon trading card game. And I asked many, many questions because, shockingly, I had more questions than everyone else in the room. And one of the questions I asked, and this was when Ruler of the Black Flame was the most recent set in Japan. And I asked the question, how important is it to you that the Pokemon on the front of the pack, important side note, Japan almost always, not always, but almost always has one prominent Pokemon on the booster pack. And I asked, how important is it for you guys that the Pokemon on the pack is very competitively viable? Now, I didn't get a really straight answer to that question, but what I did get was an answer from the director telling me how good he thought Charizard EX was going to be. And we all saw how good Charizard EX was, and let's face it, it's still pretty good now, but we had that period when it came out where it was just the best deck for quite a while. And I don't know, I can't tell you for certain, I don't make the cards. But it really, really seems like, at this stage, Pokemon are going out of their way to make the Pokemon good. But especially so with Charizard. Pokemon aren't silly here. They understand that Charizard is the mascot of the game at this point. Especially with a card game. Charizard is the biggest one. He's the biggest thing, right? I think they're going to make this a very good card. Now, in terms of kind of a release schedule here, we've got Black Flare and White Bolt. They are coming out on the 6th of June. So they're going to be coming out in, well, we've basically got 2 weeks Friday until they come out, 1 week Friday until we get the full reveal on the website. After that, the next set up seems to be Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, the double set, coming on the 1st of August. And then this will be coming nearly 2 months later on the 26th of September. And right now, I don't believe there's any other sets that we are expecting to be essentially muscling in here. So this seems to be where we're going. And you know what? Yeah. This kind of makes sense, ladies and gentlemen. This kind of makes sense. This is going to be a very big set. And I know we've had a bunch of them recently, and Pokemon are on it. Because bear in mind, right, Black Bolt and White Flare, that's a big set. Big Gen 5 celebration set, finishing off the block for Scarlet and Violet. It's a big set. But then Mega Symphonia is going to be the start of a new block, and it's going to be bringing in Mega Pokemon for the first time in many years. So that's going to be a very big set. And then this is going to be the Charizard set, which is going to be a very big set. Yeah. If anyone was thinking, well, maybe Pokemon cards will start calming down in the near future. No, ladies and gentlemen, they are not going to be calming down in the near future. So there we go. That's what you need to know. This set is coming. It's going to be a big one. but I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what your thoughts, feelings, hopes, etc. are for Mega Charizard X. Tell me what you think about this set. Tell me if you want another Charizard. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. And get shoutouts on the channel like the lovely Evan Parker, who's been a supporter of ours for a while now and seems to be a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.